Well, it's always great to see you. I saw this morning coming in from a very early flight, so it was really great because it kind of woke me up.
Oh my God. You can't imagine seeing this film in the morning, like not with your coffee.
Yeah, no, exactly. Although, it did wake me up and it's still in my mind, so it's really fun.
Oh, good.
Let's talk about Carol and the fact that she has, like, very tight dresses and her hair is always very, very straight. It's kind of a metaphor of how she feels. She's
wound
uptight.
up. She is. She's wound up. She's buttoned up, and she's pissed off. Yeah.
She's a little bit of a Scrooge herself. So, she really wants to make it in life and, she just wants to get there and her brother is a little bit in the way.
Yes.
Is that what makes it so fun for you, this character?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. I mean, I think that their brother-sister dynamic is fabulous and, I saw them as sort of Ferris and Jeannie Bueller grown up, and sort of the character, the boy who got away with murder, and she just didn't understand why he could get away with everything, and no matter how well she performed or how good she was, she just couldn't get noticed by who she wanted to be noticed, and I think that's a chip on her shoulder that she's sort of carried, and now that Dad has sadly moved on, she can now seek her revenge.
Exactly, and does not want to party at all. So it's kind of the premise that we start in this film.
She wants to slash Christmas.
She does, indeed. When it's such an ensemble kind of film, how important is it for you to obviously know Jason so well, but to also meet, all sorts of new actors that are going to form this big ensemble?
I know, great. I mean, I love ensemble. I've always had an affinity for it, but I also loved meeting these. I'm such a fan of Kate McKinnon and Vanessa Bayer from Saturday Night Live, and Livia is fabulous, and Courtney, all of them, Courtney Vance, and we just had a really great time, and everybody kind of fell right into sync with each other.
Who's your best audience when you're filming on a set? Is it the crew? Is it the vibe? Is it the feeling of what's funny and what's
all
not?
of that, all of the above. The crew, getting to make the crew laugh is always really great. And then just the vibe. You feel the vibe on set. It's just you walk into it and you can feel it. You feel when there's tension, and if it's not a good vibe on set, those are never fun sets.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When it's not a good vibe, it's
no.
You just want to go home.
You don't want a real life Grinch on set.
No, not at all. You always manage to make it also different, even if it's a comedy. You always manage to make it different for you. It's a different character. It's a different comedic timing. How conscious are you of these things? That every project is so fresh and every comedy is differently handled.
Well, I think it's just wanting it to be different, wanting to find something in each character that's unique to them, and I also work with a wonderful woman. We break the scripts down, and we rehearse, we come up with ideas, we hone in on what the look is and voice and all that sort of stuff.
And usually when you get a script, what's usually the most important thing? We spoke about, Cake last time I interviewed you, and that was really amazing and completely different. So how do you take your scripts and accept them for which reason? What reason is the most important for you?
For me, meaning why do I do them? What makes me attracted to?
What motivates you in a script? What attracts you the best?
If I feel some sort of a personal, if I resonate with it, if there's something, if it's a comedy, I have to laugh out loud a lot. In this case, it was pretty much, I was blindly saying yes because I love Will and Josh so much from The Switch, and Jason, of course, and I wanted to work with these. And I said, how could, I just want to go have fun. I just want to laugh and feel silly and not, make a very outrageous comedy.
Absolutely outrageous. In high heels, running around, by the way. Was that real life as well, where you're running around in those... it's kind of part of her personality. Even her shoes probably age.
She probably feels comfortable.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Do you remember who made you laugh? You said you've made people laugh so often and for so many years. Do you remember who made you laugh the most when you were growing up, before you became an actress? Was it
Carol Burnett?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Carol Burnett. Boy, did she make me laugh. Lucy. Those are my two big ones, but Carol Burnett really send me over the edge.
Are there days where you feel that, being famous is a hindering factor, and other days where you feel that you can use your fame for great things in life?
It depends on what's feeling hindered. I mean, I think sometimes wanting to roam streets and sit in an outdoor cafe, then it's not in my favor always. But in terms of using it for good, God knows we have a platform to encourage people, try to change a conversation, try to speak to people who are, in need, help people who are in need.
Yeah, that's truly important. Do you ever sneak into cinemas incognito to watch your films?
No, I mean, I've done that when it's like sometimes there's like a screening of it, but usually no. No, I don't like to do that.
Do you like to watch your own material? Do you ever watch like episodes of Friends on a weekend in pajamas?
Well, I don't sit down and make a plan of it, but if it happens to be there, I always love to watch a few minutes of it.
Yeah.
It's very nostalgic.
Yeah, that is true. My brother and I always remember like some scenes, like key scenes that we loved the best. Yeah. Anything you remember? That was like iconic. Like for me, it was The Carbs Found Her. You remember that thing where?
Which one?
It was with I think Reese Witherspoon. She played your sister, and then you're talking about someone who lost weight, and then the carbs found her.
Oh my God!
And this is kind of like an epic phrase that we use.
That's so funny. The carbs found you. That's really funny. I always love the Thanksgiving episodes. Yeah. Always make me laugh. When we're all together, and they do flashbacks of us in high school, where Monica's Fat Monica, and Rachel has her old nose, and Chandler has the flock of seagulls haircut, and Ross has his afro. Those are always fun.
Yeah, no, exactly. They're fun to watch. I mean, Thanksgiving is coming up, so I suppose it's going to be another opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
And coming back to Carol, how important is the physicality of a character for you? What she wears, the shoes she has, everybody used to talk about, Rachel's haircut and all these things. How much does it inform the character for you?
Depending on the movie, absolutely. I mean, what shoes she wears and how she dresses. I mean, I think for Carol, it was all about she's impeccable. Everything, there's nothing out of place, there's nothing wrong, everything is like
no hair strays,
streamlined. No, and I don't think she would ever let it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure your hairstylists were like following you around. If there was like a stray hair that was just completely sprayed down.
It was cut off. They just whacked it. It wasn't even sprayed into place. It was just time saver.
And finally, how many movies do you think you will do with Jason Bateman in the future?
We've got about 10 in the bank. We are working on. We have a couple that are actually cooking up.